Namaste. Welcome everyone. And thank you so much for choosing to be here. In today's short video, I'm going to be guiding you through a short asana clinic, a posture clinic for Ananda Balasana, also known as Blissful Baby or Happy Baby. This is a supine posture where we come down onto the back of the body, and it's a really wonderful opportunity to open up the hips, to stretch the groin area, the low back, and it's also really conducive to helping to calm the mind, relieve anxiety. Please note that if you are witnessing any contraindications or any previous history of injury within the knees, the hips, or the low back, I invite you to listen to your body. Take this posture nice and slow. This is more of a step-by-step guide on how to come into the posture. So listen to your body, your best teacher, and I will also be offering lots of room for variation and modifications. So when you're ready, let's get started by coming down slowly onto the back of the body. You'll see here, I like to use a folded up blanket on top of my mat. This really helps to support the low back, the lumbar spine in any supine position. So coming to a comfortable seat, bend the knees, take your hands to the back of your hamstrings, and then slowly make your way down onto the back of the body. Good. Resting the head and the neck and the shoulders down, begin to hug the knees up into the chest. You can just bring your hands to support the knees here. You might just take a moment to feel it out. So maybe start to rock a little bit from side to side. Feeling that really gentle massage for the low back, the sacral area. You might even start to trace your knees in the shape of a little circle here, massaging around the sacral area. But simultaneously, we're also starting to bring a little bit of exploratory movement into the hip joints. It's going to be really conducive to when we settle in and open up the hips in Blissful Baby. If you're circling the knees in one direction, I just invite you to circle them in the opposite direction to find balance. And please know you are always welcome to support the head and neck in any supine position on the back of the body by bringing in a pillow or even a folded blanket. When you're ready, I invite you to bring the knees to center. From there, take the knees wide apart, find external rotation. And you might just rest here for a moment, just noticing how that feels within the body. You are welcome to stay here. That's okay too. To really step into the full variation of this posture, I'm going to invite you to lift your head. So you're gazing in between the knees here, and then thread your arms in between the knees, flex the feet, and reach for the outer edges of the feet. Once you have a nice good grip there, relax the head back down and then simultaneously send the soles of the feet high to the sky. Keep the knees wide and then drop the knees down towards the armpits. Ananda Balasana. Now, if you can't quite access the soles of the feet, you might take your peace fingers to your big toes, or you can just take your hands in behind the knees. So you're still holding onto that external rotation in the hips. You can also just keep the knees bent and the hands to support the knees here. Whichever variation feels best for you. Now from here, I invite you to allow your head and your shoulders to rest down. So you're grounding into the back of the body and the whole length of the spine is supported. From there, even tuck the tip of the tailbone down. So imagine as if you could Velcro the entire length of your spine to your mat. Should feel that opening, that nice deep stretch in the hips, the muscles in the groin. And just breathing here. You might feel called to settle into stillness or even explore what it feels like to gently rock from side to side. You might consider what a happy baby might do. Maybe as you sway from side to side, you're gently drawing one knee down towards the earth and then the other. You could even gently extend one leg and then the other if that feels good. Anything that would feel supportive in helping to relieve tension within the body. But then settle into stillness, and we'll just take a few more breaths here just to really feel into this pose. Notice what the body feels like in this shape. Grounding into the entire length of the back of the body, opening up the hips, deep external rotation. And please know if this ever feels like too much, you can always bring the knees a little bit closer together. You could even take the soles of the feet to touch, more of a cobbler's pose variation. When you feel ready, begin to hug the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your knees, tuck your chin, give yourself a loving, gratifying squeeze here. And then rest your feet and your head back down onto your mat, and we'll just take a counter shape. So bring the feet wide, let the knees knock together, bring the palms to rest on the low belly, and just take a few deep grounding belly breaths here. Resting in tripod pose, or a pose of constructive rest, allowing the hips to now come into a more nourishing internal rotation. And you're welcome to stay and rest as long as you need. I'd like to thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. What a pleasure as we learn on this journey together. If you are joining me from the 200-hour Embodied Wisdom online yoga teacher training, please leave this video a like and a comment. Let me know what you liked or what you learned. Just to let us know that you are here and that you are following along so that we can move along this journey with you. As well, if you are feeling a calling to attend a yoga teacher training, please let me know. We have launched this platform online, which has really been a beautiful gift. It's opened up this training to like-minded beings and students from around the world. And we join together on live connection calls every week. We move through asana clinics, pranayama clinics. It's really such a beautiful experience for all of us. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment below. And if you liked this video and enjoyed it and enjoyed learning alongside with me, you can subscribe to stay notified when new content comes out each and every week. Thank you so much for being here, because without you, I would not be where I am. And I really hope you enjoy your experience of Ananda Balasana, Blissful Baby.